Hey there guys, what is up? Red Diverse here. We are with another video, and this one is a real quick, not really quick, but review, sort of quick review of these headphones that a level 40 or LV40 wired headset for the Xbox controller or just Xbox system in general. But yeah, so we're just gonna kind of look at the product, see what comes with it, and test out how it sounds and all that good stuff. So, anyways, if you here is the box. So if you're like at the store or looking to get into these or looking to see if you want to buy them, we're gonna probably answer some of those questions here and now. So, anyways, here is we took it out. Here is the product itself, right? So it's still in the plastic. So let's take that off, and it is pretty. It's actually not as bulky as most headsets. So I'll put my hand up to it just to kind of gauge the size of it, right? So not like too big, right? And here are my old ones. These are a lot more bulky to me than these. So these are just a little bit not as bulky as most are. So that's a good and maybe bad thing because it may not cover your ear 100%. So yeah, but so far it looks like it should be able to cover the ear pretty nicely, snugly. So yeah, we're gonna, and yes, you will need it. This is all that comes in with it, and this is a just a USB, not USB, but I said USB. It just has an aux cord in it, so you will need, if you don't have the newest controller that comes with the little plug-in for your headset, then you will need the aux port. If you don't have aux port for your on your controller already, you will need to get that piece that goes in there as a attachment for it. So where's my controller at? Right, so here's my controller, and you see this, I can't remember the name of this piece, but this is the little a piece you would need if you don't have it. And also my controller, if I can get it off, my controller doesn't need necessarily that piece because it has its own little port server. So if you have that, you should be good as well. But if not, then you will need this little attachment, which is like, I believe like less than $10. I got this a long time ago. Cannot remember exactly the price, but it's not expensive at all. But yeah, so we're gonna jump into a video and kind of test out the audio of the controller and how it sounds, how you guys better hear me, and I'll let you guys know how it sounds to me as I play on it. So see some. Oh yeah, guys, and one more thing I just noticed is that these have two separate cords connecting, which is very rare. I've rarely see this in any sort of headset, but they have two separate cords that connect to one thing. But normally it's just like one cord comes down from like one of the sides of the headset. This one has two, which if you may not like that or like that, I don't know. Just wanted to notify you guys of that. I just noticed it myself. But yeah, it has two individual cords in the headsets. We are rainbow now, so testing out the what. First off, let me know how do I sound to you guys. This is how the audio comes off. Because it is connected to the headset. Whatever you're hearing is from the headset. And yeah, so let me figure out. Let's try. Okay, good, perfect. Perfect, right? So, I don't care where I start at. If you've ever, obviously, I hope you guys know of this game, Rainbow Six Siege. One of the most crucial games you really need to hear really well in. That's like a lot of sound is really heavy part of this game. Just like other games, like sound is pretty important in like maybe games like Call of Duty. You might hear someone running behind you, or
We need to locate the hostage.
maybe Gears of War, any real shooter. I heard directions like right and left, but I'm not hearing too much like back direction. Like if it's back and the right in the corner, seems like this direction. If I'm facing here, I don't think it just sounds like it's coming from the right, but just a little bit more.
I'm on your six.
So I heard. I knew that by indicators. See, I didn't hear him coming. Okay, let me use this buzzing as an example. Where did it go? See, I can tell that buzzing's behind me. And the sound started fading really nice. Let me go back, because I know where he was at, or I know where they were at. See, I know it's the buzzing's to my left. See, now it went forward. Okay. A little nice there. I just don't. I have not taken damage since like the first 3 seconds of the game. Try to get a quick operator. Gotta save some of my flashes. Oh my god, I'm almost out of ammo. Oh no. I didn't even know that was possible. There's an ammo box right there. Dude, and I heard him.
Eliminated all friendly.
I didn't hear it. I heard the door open, but I couldn't tell where he was coming from. Well, he was okay. There was no way I was supposed to really hear him. So yeah, compared to my old headphones, I just don't. And it doesn't even sort of. See if there's. Let me check some settings here. It doesn't even sound as loud, to be honest with you. Is there any settings for my? Right, it's on like maximum volume. Maximum volume, but it just does not sound really like loud like it's some of my older ones did. They sounded really like loud if you had them all the way up. These ones don't seem to be super powerful. But they are, on the bright side, they are really comfortable. I've been wearing them. You know, they snug right on. You don't know the two you guys I showed you earlier. The two cords run down from the headset. They don't you know get in your way. I haven't like laid down and tried to play or anything like that. But you know, sitting up, it has not been a bother. Haven't even noticed it. If you've ever worn like earpods where you go in your ear, and usually sometimes those kind of get in your way. These have not gotten in my way in terms of like my body or arms or anything. But yeah, so it's so far super comfortable. They do cover your ear, so I was not 100% sure if they would cover my ear fully or if they were just like would not cover it, like my ears fit inside the sockets, right? They fit inside the sockets for them. I was kind of nervous to see if it may just kind of cover it instead of going inside the hole, but it actually does fit inside the hole. As far as like I said, hearing wise, that wasn't the greatest test. Obviously, wasn't able to hear exactly. You know what? Let's do something else. Let's do a custom game. And we're gonna like do some explosions, right? And we're gonna see. Wait. Alright. So yeah, starting now. So just me in here, just one me. This is by the way how you guys get good at I guess practicing, or if you're new to certain maps, this is how you can learn a map. I guess just do this and run around for 2 minutes, learn the map, learn the hatches and things like that. But you also just learn those by playing. But I know sometimes I hop straight into just rank. I really want to be on defense, but okay. Who can we break stuff with? Right. Let's see. Does he have? No. We're gonna need someone with hard breaches, so we'll do that. Okay, and her gadget makes noises, so we'll go off that. We're just gonna like I'm gonna just set up some explosions. Oh boy. We have to do this. Alright, where do we want to start? I guess we can go ahead and decide. So yeah, like I said, so far it has not sounded super powerful. Um, it has not been really loud, especially if this is as loud as it gets. Like I said, it does not. It's not like these aren't the most. I guess I want to say powerful because I assume like that's with how much sound you get is based off the power of how much you get from it. But I'm not sure, 100% sure.
5 seconds to go.
That's exactly the correct term.
Hostage location is unknown.
It's just not like
Operation is still
super.
a go.
That's my one thing I've noticed so far. And another thing, like I said, I have not yet completely noticed this, but let me see here. So we'll do this. Right. Okay. So we're gonna explode that and see if we hear it from behind. Yeah, so it sounded like behind me, but I wasn't getting no like right to the right. It just sounded behind me, right? Let me see. Let's go upstairs. Make that explode from right
Hostage
here.
located.
Alright, yeah, so that sounded a little bit to the left, so I can kind of tell where that came from. Let me do this here. So I'm hearing it real good on my left side. Right? Let me see if I come more this way. So I'm basically behind it, right? And it's more so to my left, right? When I took off my left headset, I couldn't hear it at all. So it is a more directional. It's just more subtle than I guess I'm used to. So I could tell that it was coming from the left side, but it just doesn't really scream to me left. It just screams behind me, right? But it's more to my back left. But let me take off my right headset again. I mean left side to just see if I can hear it all on the right. Yeah, I get like no buzzing on the right. I hear you, and I hope you guys can hear that. It's real subtle. Maybe you might need a headset to hear that. But anyways, I hear that, and yeah, it definitely you can tell it's on one side only. But like I said, since it's just not super loud, it doesn't come off as super crazy. Anything like that. So let's check the forward. Here, let's see here. Here, I'm gonna take off my right headset and see if I can hear it on my left side. Even though I'm not supposed to really hear on my left side in this choice. So just a slight echo-ish in that left side, but that's all good. It
15
sounded
seconds
like it was coming
remaining.
from where I expected. Um,
10 seconds remaining.
oops.
Friendly fire hostage down. Hostage was
There.
KIA.
So yeah, sounds really good. Sounds like a headset supposed to. It's just my only thing. It's really comfortable. I like the adjustable. My old headset wasn't like the mic part wasn't adjustable. I can have it closer to me, like here. It might sound a little farther now, or closer to me now. So it might sound like I'm in your face, or just a medium distance. So it's I like the adjustable part. Um, like I said, really snug. Oh wow. But yeah, so like I said,
You
the
need to
only thing
protect the
I just
hostage.
don't
Secure the
like,
room.
especially, and if you, like I said, if you have not played this game, it's just Rainbow Siege. It's a really fun game. The only thing I do not like so far is just it doesn't sound super powerful, right? Like I'm running, but I should sound way louder than this to me. It doesn't sound as loud as it should to me. See, I can hear it really well on my left, hear it really well on my right. So it's a decent directional. It's just
10
like I
seconds
said, it
left.
just doesn't sound really like if someone's breaking in downstairs,
5 seconds to
I
insertion.
probably wouldn't hear it too well. So that's just about it. I feel like
Hostage
you
was
may
not
miss just
located.
if you play this game at all or any game. This should be perfect for a game like Call of Duty. You'll be absolutely fine on games like that where it doesn't matter too much. But a game like this where sound really plays a key part, you may potentially miss someone breaking in like in that back room, which is very hard to spot unless it's dead quiet. But anyway, you just may completely miss that in that back area or something like that. But yeah. So, anyways, I hope this video helped. Hope we broke it down good for you. If you enjoyed Real Diversity, we are out. Peace. Leave a like, leave a comment, and if you really enjoyed it that much, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Once again, we're out. Peace. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, the biggest problem I was complaining about was the audio. Not, I mean, the sound volume was not that high enough, and I found by some luck, I just happened to look at the little instruction book when I just saw it after the video, and I realized that it had a you can increase the volume. It's on like the back of the one of the left side of the headphones. So I was didn't know that at first. That was why it sounded so low. I was able to turn it up, and it gets really loud. So it does get to it's a pretty standard sound. So yeah, um if you are familiar with headsets and how they work and you game a lot, then and yeah, it's pretty much that was my only problem, and that now it actually wasn't a problem. Now I figured it out. So yeah, so this seems works really well. I have no problem. I just played a couple more games, real games with it on. I have not, had no problems. I can hear everything pretty good, pretty well. So far no complaints actually at all. At first it just felt like I couldn't hear it the same way I used to, but now I just don't see anything wrong at all. So yeah, perfect headset. If you ever used one before, it should work just like a charm. I recommend it. It was only 29 and some change plus tax, and that's pretty standard price. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy it. Out.